reach the point of where your muslin is completed, of where you did your wax resist. So make sure that you have somewhat of a border so that we can sew it, and that everything is covered in wax, or anything that you want to be the color of the dye is left alone. So wherever there is not wax, that's where the dye will seep into. So before we dye it, we have to crumple our muslin over a trash can to get a crackle texture, and also remove some of the wax so that the dye has somewhere to go. So I'm going to crumple mine up. And then you're going to leave it crumpled. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some gloves on. So what I did with my dye, it's RIT dye. So RIT dye requires hot water and some salt. And then I just poured in enough dye as I want it to be dark. So the dye color I have available to me is navy. However, you can use black, which is what I will be giving most students. You can also try India ink, which will be about the same result. However, I'm going to give RIT dye a try this time. So I stirred it up pretty good, and now I'm going to dunk my fabric in the dye. I'm going to let it soak for about 10 minutes. Okay, so meet me back here when I pull it out. I'm ready to dry. Okay, it has been 10 minutes of our fabric soaking in the dye. So I am going to go ahead and take it out. And give it a nice squeeze. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it to the sink and rinse it out, and then we're going to hang it up to dry. You at home can use like pant hangers to have it dry, lay it over some plastic, any way that you can have it dry so that it doesn't dye or stain other things that are at home is up to you. However, you are going to let it dry, and there is going to be crayon left on here. So after it dries, we're going to take an iron, and you will need newspaper to get the wax off. So be prepared to have an iron and newspaper laid out on a table for the last step, okay? And here is what it looks like roughly after it has been done.